Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Jayhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Here we go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Man, it's always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. It's a running room. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Covey.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give to the fullback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. From the gun, give on the inside. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Marshall. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get outside. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How many first downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gets it past the marker.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Powers through the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term crook, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock-Chalk Jayhawks. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
Wide open spaces. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Back to throw, it's Marshall. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Big fullback's got it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
Gets open down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the air, it's Kinsey. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it slips just inside that right upright.
A legendary rivalry in the state of Florida, fellas. Miami and Florida State back at it again today. Here is the latest. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going right to work up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Set for the free kick after the safety. Running into the open space.
Returner brings it out to the 35. And your Cincinnati Bearcats will take over.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some...
Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Kansas, 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Nestled just inside that right upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
With the catch, it's Grover. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on fourth down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work.
Let's get it, huh? Right. White 29.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
By the receiver.
The Jayhawks in the hurry up.
29 on the play. First and goal, Kansas.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Under fire. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
Blue 22.
He wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Kansas, 23. Cincinnati, 18.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 23. That is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one.
Let's go.
Nate coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, a lot of space. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground. He's loose. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Power football with the run. It'll be 3rd and long. The handoff to Johnson. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Right back to the well. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Get ready.
Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 1.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody